If there is one thing that I have learned during my years of working with people to reprogram their subconscious mind and beliefs, it is this: the problem is not in the subconscious mind. The problem is in what we are trying to do with our subconscious mind. You see, many young men struggle with depression, and yet they go to doctors, who prescribe them drugs that only numb the pain without addressing the root cause of the problem. Let me tell you a story of a young man named Alex to illustrate my point. Alex was a 24-year-old guy who reached out to me for help because he felt stuck in his life. He had recently graduated from university, but was still living at home and was unable to find a job in his field of study. Alex felt like a failure and thought that something must be wrong with him because all his friends had good jobs. He was extremely hard on himself and would constantly say things like, "I am worthless and I will never amount to anything." Alex was also very negative and complained a lot about his situation. He spent most of his time alone playing video games and didn't have any hobbies or interests. Alex was depressed and didn't know how to get out of it. One day, Alex went to see a doctor and explained his situation. The doctor asked him some questions and then prescribed him some Alex was skeptical but decided to try them out. At first, the pills made him feel better and more energetic. However, after a few weeks, he started feeling worse again, and the pills were not helping anymore. One day, Alex came across my channel and watched one of my videos on how to reprogram your subconscious mind. He was intrigued by the idea that his negative thoughts and beliefs were the root cause of his problems and decided to give it a try. Alex started practicing the techniques that I taught in my videos, and soon he started seeing results. His negative thoughts and beliefs started to change, and he started feeling more positive and optimistic. He started to believe in himself again and set some goals for himself. Alex started working towards his goals and was excited about the future. Now, here is the important part of the story. After a few months of practicing NLP techniques, Alex was able to change his negative thoughts and beliefs, and as a result, he was able to improve his depression and his life. He was no longer the same person who was full of negative thoughts and beliefs. He was now a confident and happy young man who was in control of his life. The moral of the story is that the problem is not in the subconscious mind. The problem is in what we are trying to do with our subconscious mind. Many people try to change their subconscious mind by repeating positive affirmations or using visualization techniques. While these techniques can work for some people, they are not the best approach. Why? Because they only work on the conscious mind. The subconscious mind is much deeper and more powerful than the conscious mind. It is the part of the mind that controls our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. It is also the part of the mind that stores our beliefs and values. To change the subconscious mind, we need to use techniques that work on the subconscious mind directly. Neuro-linguistic programming, or NLP, is one such technique. NLP is a powerful tool that can be used to change the way we think, feel, and behave. It can also be used to change our beliefs and values. Now, let's get back to the story. When Alex was first trying to change his subconscious mind, he was using the same techniques that everyone else had told him to use. He was repeating positive affirmations and visualizing his goals. However, these techniques were not working very well for him. He was still struggling with negative thoughts and beliefs. That is when he came across NLP. NLP is a powerful tool that can be used to change the way we think, feel, and behave. It can also be used to change our beliefs and values. NLP works by accessing the subconscious mind directly. It uses a variety of techniques to do this, such as anchoring, reframing, and the use of metaphors. One of the first things that Alex did was anchor a positive belief to a resource state. Anchoring is a technique in which we associate a positive belief or state with a specific trigger word or phrase. In Alex's case, he anchored the belief "I am capable of achieving my goals" to the word champion. To do this, he found a quiet place where he could relax and focus on the belief. He repeated the belief over and over again while focusing on the word champion. He then visualized himself achieving his goals and felt the emotions associated with that experience. After a few minutes, he had anchored the belief to the word champion. Once he had anchored the belief, he could use it whenever he needed to. Whenever he started to doubt himself, he would repeat the word champion, and that would remind him of the belief "I am capable of achieving my goals." The next thing that Alex did was reframe his negative thoughts. Reframing is a technique in which we change the way we view a situation. We can reframe negative thoughts into positive ones by asking ourselves questions such as, what is the best that can come out of this situation? And how can I use this situation to my advantage? For example, if Alex was feeling overwhelmed by his studies, he could reframe that thought by saying, "This is an opportunity for me to learn and grow." By reframing negative thoughts, we can change the way we feel about them. And when we feel better about a situation, we are more likely to take positive actions. Another thing that Alex did was use metaphors to understand his beliefs. Metaphors are a powerful way to access the subconscious mind. They allow us to explore our beliefs and values in a non-threatening way. For example, let's say that Alex believes that he is not good enough. He can use the metaphor of a tree to explore that belief. Ask yourself, what does a tree need to grow? The tree needs sunlight, water, and nutrients from the soil. Now ask yourself, do I have all of those things? Alex might realize that he has been neglecting himself and has not been taking care of his basic needs. By exploring this belief with a metaphor, Alex can gain insight into the root cause of his problem. This awareness can then be used to develop a plan of action. So, these were some of the techniques that Alex used to reprogram his subconscious mind. With practice, he was able to change his negative thoughts and beliefs, and as a result, he was able to improve his depression and his life. Here is the truth. You don't have to be a victim of your circumstances. You have the power to change your life. It starts with changing your thoughts and beliefs. If you can change the way you think, you can change the way you feel and behave. You can become the person you want to be. There are many people who have done it before, and so can you. All you need is a plan and the determination to follow through with it. So, if you are struggling with depression or any other mental health issue, know that you are not alone. There is hope and help available. Please reach out to a mental health professional today and start your journey towards recovery. Remember, you are not your thoughts. You are the one who controls them. So choose to think positively and believe in yourself. You are capable of achieving your goals. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please leave a comment below and share it with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel